We got another rematch of the 4-player game. We're playing on the Hollywood board. Each of these H or Hollywood signs will give us a sponsor card from the deck. We'll just get the next one. And if we get all three of them covered, each sponsor card will cost one less than its printed value. So this is actually a pretty good one for this board, and as you know, this board you might actually want to upgrade your sponsors. I generally don't do it on most boards, but this one, might not be bad. And this is one of the better ones anyway. You're allowed to discard a sponsor card that you don't like. You're getting a bunch of them in this game, for 4. Or if you upgrade it, you can get $4 for it, or you can decrease the level of one of your played cards by 2, so thus putting more out. So this can be very good. I've never had any luck with the hunter for the animals. I've always had an animal at the end of my animals card phase, so I'm not going to choose this one. However, this guy here is probably my favorite of the builds. Allows you to build an extra ticket booth for 3 and then 2 once it's upgraded. This is pretty hot. I will take this. If this was a garbage card as well, I would certainly take that sponsor and maybe even think about upgrading it for this game. This is an easy choice. I have my favorite build. The build they gave me is my least favorite build. Let you build over rocks and water. I don't like to do that anyway. And this one here will allow me to get an X token if I play higher than what I do. So if I take a partnership using 4 or 5 power, I'll get an X token. And when I upgrade it, I'll donate for 1 less per X token than I have. This is good. This is a great card. This is a good animals card, but these other 2 are going to be better, so I'm just going to stick with those. All right, it's time to check our stuff. We have diverse species against the blue player and international zoo. Also against the blue player, at least for this one, our partnerships count twice. That's good. I don't know. I mean, this is probably easier to do, but anyway, it's not going to affect our choices in the beginning. Once it strike out at me, well, this is nice, especially since I have 2 water animals that don't have prerequisites and are both of or 2 of the 3 continents necessary for the objectives. These 2 animals are both North America. However, both of them require prerequisites, and I mean, this is a great card, but you need 3 birds. I don't have any birds, so I got to dump that one. This is certainly nice, but that requires me to upgrade these sponsors, and even though we're on this board, I'm still likely not going to do it. I'm going to take this one. It can't be played right away. I could certainly take the 2 rep bump and science tag and then just put that out. But I like the idea. I get to go first, which is a huge advantage. I've got my association all the way up here. I'm going to take the Predator. Predator's the last one out there. It's going to get me a tag, and with any luck, I will get an animal that I can play. I'll get to do it first, see what I have to build for it. I can always fall back on building these 2, if not quickly. I mean, I could certainly put a 4 up here, and then play this, and then somehow get some money and maybe put this guy out too. And then that way I'll have 2 for the aquatic. But I can get at least one and maybe build the other one after the break, whatever. So I'm taking these 4 cards. I think they're the best of this lot. This one, covering rock gives me, or covering something next to rock gets me money. There's some, the ones I have are superior in general. So I'm going to do this keep. Alright, the best thing out there for this board appears to be this spotted hyena compound. I can't snap, so I have no way of getting it, so I'm just going to go for my other option, which is going to be, I'm going to take the building that gives me a tag and a dig on, not a dig, but a go grab a predator. Maybe it'll be something I can use, otherwise I have to go with my water guys. Okay. And it's got water. Look at that. We're going to build the 4 enclosure for the snapping whatever alligator. We're going to cover the $5. I am not going to place this. I don't know that I'm going to have the money for this. I've got $22. I want to have enough to build a 1 enclosure for this. So I'm going to put this guy here, and then probably the 1 enclosure thing here. And if I'm able to snap this guy, I'm going to put that here, or maybe here. That's the plan anyway. All right, I don't know if I'll ever be able to play it, but I am going to put out this guy, the alligator, and I'm going to snap the spotted hyena compound. All right, so again, I'd like to play both this polar bear exhibit as well as the spotted hyena compound before the first break if possible. That's going to require some X tokens and some hoping that my opponents don't do a bunch of stuff that's going to cause the break. So I'm going to drop my cards down. I've got 5 cards, all of which I want. I'm going to probably have to discard 1 anyway, so there's no need to do cards in this generation or whatever. All right, the break is already up to 6. I'm going to do sponsors. And I'm going to play the bear. I'm going to put it here. It's got to connect. It'll get me that X token. And I want to be able to play this thing. I don't know if that's in the cards, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to build the 1 enclosure. I'm going to put it right here. Give me some options for the hyena compound if I can even put it down. All right, I'm going to do something a little unorthodox here. I'm going to add 3 X tokens to put this thing out. It'll give me a 3rd predator tag and potentially another animal that I can at least look at. Let me see where I can place it first. I think I want to put it here, get close to those H's. And let's see if we get anything. Oh, there was. Ooh, that one's a nice one. and another predator. So I may abandon this one at the break and keep this guy. All right, so I only have 3 predators. I can't do predator. I won't have enough to put out the bear without some sort of money grab, and it'd have to be at least 6. So I'd kind of like this guy. He's got a blue tag. I have no real way of getting this out soon. I really like to have it, but I've got to use the aquatic to get my first maple. So, and this is the X token one. So I am going to discard this. Because while I like it for a number of reasons, I think what I've got is going to be better. All right, so I planned on doing the water, the aquatic, and that will get me my meeple. Again, I had delusions of getting it up higher, but that never came to fruition. Kind of money cramped on this one pretty badly. I don't know. I mean, this can be nice. I've gotten it a couple times and never really had to use it. Although the 2 rep bump is also nice. And then there's cards, not cards, but money. It's either this or build. So I'm going to end up spending 8 here, maybe a little less if I. No, I'll probably put that up first. I think I'm going to just do association. I was deciding between that and build, but I think this is. Although build can let me play an additional kiosk. Let's see, and I want to play a 3 for this thing. Yeah, I just don't have any money. I'll just do this. All right, so I want this animal, this dingo. It will give me a 5th predator. It'll actually be my 4th. I'm going to be playing the sloth bear as the 5th. Also, while I lose 1 point because I won't have the sloth out first, I can't really afford to do this and do everything I want. So I'm going to do the build, just a 2. I can't afford to do the extra tickets. And next, I'm going to grab $3, putting me to 13. And the next part is I'm going to do the association, grab the Australia so I can play this at $10, and that way I can spend the $2 on the donation. That is the plan. All right, I'm going to get my $3 now. All right, we're going to do the association and get the Australia tag. And that'll make our pack animal here a little cheaper. And we only have to donate 1 because of we've got an X token and the special association card. So that was all around good. All right, I'm going to play the Predator, the pack Predator anyway. It's going to put my income to 15. That's a little better. And let's see if we find anything. Looks like I just keep the 1. All right. And I can't play anything else. Alright, so I don't need cards, and I mean, I've got this bird here. When I eventually play him, will get me some cards. I've got the 3 cards I need prior to the break. I can't play any of them anyway. So I'm going to get an X token, and the X tokens help me pay for the sponsor, pay for the donations a little cheaper. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to grab some cash. That'll get me $4. I'll be at 6. If nobody does the break, then I'll be able to build anyway. Given where everybody's stuff is, it's likely that there'll be no break right now. All right, I think I'm going to build the enclosure first and get an X token, and that way when I do, I'm actually gonna, no, I'm not gonna do that. I need, let's see, that put me to 12. I'll have 11. Yeah, I won't have enough to donate, so I'm gonna pass on that. So I'm going to actually just grab a green tag to make this guy a little cheaper, and then I'll be able to make a donation, and then I'll be able to play the bear, boost it up to 5, and then do predators at 5. Alright, so I need a green tag to make this guy a little cheaper. And let's upgrade. Probably need build upgraded. Way back on that, but yeah, I'll upgrade build. Work on getting some kiosks or something out. And I can donate. I'll be down to 11. So I'll do that. Eleven's all I need to put out the bear, so. It is time to play the bear thing. There's my sloth bear. It's in the 3, and it's going to move up my association to 5. And gives me the 5th one. Let's see. Meh. Probably this guy who's going to be worth 6, provided that I can tuck a card, pouch a card. Yeah, I think, what's my objective here? Well, it's not a very diverse species, but yeah, I'm going to keep this one. And I cannot play another one, so we're done. But we are going to put my association on 5, setting it up for next turn. Alright, we're going to play this. Top spot of predators. We will get income. Gonna get another 5 from this one, so we'll take this just in case. I may not use it, but it could be cool. And I don't care for either of these with 10 left, so I will just take the $5. And then I will donate. And now we've got the discard choice. of which I'll discard this one. I think this is a little tougher in general to do. I've already got 2 dominated on this. So I'll discard this one. I think I'm just going to force the break, get the extra token, which helps my association. And tokens are always useful. And I don't want to take cards for it because I've got 3 cards I can use. So. Right. All right, so clearly this card is going to be very good for me. I have a lot of places I can put a 4. I have 5 tags now. I could have this as a 6 before that. And while I would like to be able to get multiple cards for pouching for him, well, I guess I can just get 1. Yeah, I can pouch 1. I think that snapping this right now is more appropriate. This also gets me another blue tag towards that. I don't have any out yet, but I've got 3 animals with it, so maybe eventually. I think it's time I took the blue partnership. I would like to be able to do something to grab it this way, but it doesn't look like it's in the cards right now. We'll donate. I know I need stuff for builds and plays, but 8 for what is now 3 points is pretty decent. All right, I need to eventually get a 2 enclosure for this. I might or might not build this, and I may just use the blue one that's already up. So, but I need blue tags, so I'm probably working on those 2 if I can. I do want to see what this is. Well, that's nice. All right, I want to build a kiosk. Let's see, that gets me 3. All right, so I'm at 16. These guys cost me 12. I don't want to really... Yeah, I guess I don't need the cards. I'll leave this, at least just for the one. Actually, I'll put it here. I'm going to save this spot for another kiosk for later. And I can spend 1 more. So we'll just put it here. Actually, I'll put it here to get closer to that in case I want that rep bump. All right, so now I'm at 12. These 2 animals are going to cost 12 total, so I'm good. Okay, so I've got animals to 5. I'm going to try to play these 2. Well, I'm certainly going to play this one first just to see what I get and maybe alter what I'm going to do. Let's see what we get. All right. Well, I'll have a second one for this. That'll be nice. So I'm certainly keeping this. Large animals, I have one right now. I mean, this is better. Bear, I have a bear. I don't have an herbivore. Costs a lot of money too. I don't think I'm going to need the large animals. I mean, I could get a second one out and get 3 for it. However, I'm going to have a good release. I'm going to only lose 4 points and get 5 green points for this. This allows me to pouch. Do I have anything I want to pouch, though? I mean, I guess I could pouch the devil. It's not terrible. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to play the piano. Certainly not anytime soon. I have the green, so I have everything but the herbivore tag. I don't have a pipeline for an herbivore tag anyway. I'm just going to keep this. And then I will play this, which allows me to do this guy. I'll put it up by the kiosk, of course. And I'm going to get rid of cards. I don't really need the cards. Okay, I have 3 Australia tags. I have 2, and if I play this card, I'll have 1 more. So this is worth 3 points, plus if I tuck something, which I will, I don't have any money to do anything with stuff. Although I could get some, but the break is getting close. At any rate, this will be worth 5 points, plus potentially some points in the future. This guy here is worth 2 points, which is the same for the tuck. It is some income. So right now it would be 3 income. Not great. It could be worth points at the end of the game, but I have to be less than other people. Right now I'm tied for first. So I'm going to play the expert in Australia. I've got my sponsor at 5 anyway. And let's pouch or tuck the arcade. And now I'm down to a slimmer number of cards. I won't have to lose one. All right, so I've got this here. I've only got 1 science tag. However, I've got 4 X tokens. I can use all 4, grab 3 more back, and get this guy here, and then be able to do the middle one. I don't necessarily need the reptile tag for anything right now, so, or to get a new one, a new card. So I'm going to do that. Gets 2 actions essentially in one, and lets me upgrade a card, which will probably be animals at this point. All right, let's take the university first so that we have this. Upgrade our animals. I'm upgrading the animals over cards. I'll probably be doing cards next. This is a good board to upgrade the sponsors, so if I continue to languish down here, I may do that one instead. although I'm still 2 away from covering both of the H markers. So now we will do our conservation project, but this time we'll put it on the second slot, and we'll grab the 3X tokens. I'm taking these because it helps my donations later on. It's always nice to have them, and I've got this in the back pocket for the last one that I do. This might be not terrible to snap though. So I do qualify for that. Now I want the X tokens. I might be able to get that naturally. And I'm not selling anything. All right, I don't have any meeples left, although I do have the ability to pull a guy back. The problem is the one I'd want to pull back would be the one on the 5, but I don't have anything I can play. I can go up and snap this if I needed to, but my preference would be to just get this wolf. I guess both of these guys played, and then sack the wolf for the Barbarian Forest for quite a few points. So I'd like to have the break go. I don't really want to just grab two cards and drop one. I'd rather have that go up higher and get at least an extra card. The blue player has no money, does have a meeple, but can only do it. I guess he can grab that. So he could do something else. So he might just decide to do sponsor. At 5, getting an X token if I make this to 10. So I'm just going to take $2 and hope that he breaks. He may not break, but if he doesn't, I have other options, I suppose. All right, so there was no break. It's close. I could cause the break and get an X token. I think that's what I want to do. I mean, I could lower this to get an X token and let somebody else do the break, but I do want to see a break, so I'm just going to play this card, get an X token to boot, and then get a choice of 2 cards, so it seems all around best. Card I can't play, and another Predator card. Well, I mean this has got to go. This is worth a lot of points, but I need 2 of those tags, and if I'm dropping this one, I'm not getting. Although I could. Well, this one's better. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just going to discard this card. Because even if I play this, I still have to go get one more. I mean, I can with this. It should be worth effectively 9. What order are we at? I would have to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then itself would be 8. That would be worth 9. This is worth 3 and another card. Probably. I mean, at this point, I should find an animal. I really want to mess around with that. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's got a pouch. This one's worth 6. Well, if I have the card. pouch. Probably just pouch this one and get the free 2 instead of paying for 3. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trash this card. My idea is to, when I play animals, play both of these. I will be able to clever something, you know, probably cards again, but maybe yeah, probably cards. And then eventually this will be worth quite a few more points. When I release the pack animal, I can just take this, and that'll be my second Africa, and then it'll be worth 9 points. So that'll be good. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, now I've caused the break. I don't think I'm going to have any decisions to make, though. Let's see. Nothing huge came out. All right. We'll pick it up after the break then. I'm going to build a 4. I certainly need that. I'm going to go put it over here. Doesn't need to be by anything in particular. And now I think I want to put this here, get my upkeep, or my money upkeep up, and then this can go here for an additional income. All right, that leaves me with $21. This is going to cost 17. So provided that nothing terrible happens, we should be good with that. It's time for the animals. Now, my fox will clever a value. That's nice. I'll probably choose the sponsors if I'm going this route. Only $8. On the board, there's this for 9, but really it's 11 because it's in the 2 spot. I will get a choice to keep 2 of 4 cards. That might be useful. Also, the bird tag is, I'm in competition with the blue player for species diversity, and we each have 1 bird, so that would put me over him at least temporarily for that. The other option is this one, which cost really 14 because it's in the 3 spot, but I'll get 4 back, so it's a net 10 for 3 points, so I'll lose a point because of the pack that I'll do after that, but I'll get 2 rep bumps. Now I get 1 for the animals already, so it'll be 1 away from another meeple and 3 more points at this point. I do sort of want to progress on this yellow tag for the bush baby here. And I want the extra point, and it is a little cheaper because I don't have to buy it off the rack. So I am going to stick with the fox, although it was close on either of these two. You can make an argument for. I'm going to up cards. I don't have any reason to upgrade the sponsors right now. I know I'll be getting 2 sponsors, provided that I build over those things. But I think the cards, in the event that I'm able to go up, or maybe just grab these guys, whatever. Get the hunter. Okay. Have that tag yet, although that's pretty cool. effectively 10 points. Once I get the thing, it would be worth 17. I have a spot for a 3. By the mountains, I have a couple of them, a couple different places I could put it. So this is an option, I suppose. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'd have to build a 2, a small aquatic center. That's not bad though. Posturing and the coral. Well, no, that is the coral. Then we get a 3 bird that is posturing 2. So if I use tickets, then it's going to be 9 points. That's actually for a little less. I think this bird looks pretty good. This one, I think the bird, I can't play the bird right away because I won't have the money for it, but I think the bird will probably be my best points for dollar ratio. Again, this will be 10 for 17. This is going to be 9 for 15. So not bad. This one requires that I get that tag though, which I'm likely going to do, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. So yeah, I think I'll keep the bird. And, again, I mentioned earlier in the turn that birds were something I'm in competition for. And now we'll play this guy who I'll be releasing shortly, the next turn. Get all my points, and we'll hunt for another card. All right, what do we got here? I don't think I'm going to be able to build a 4. And, well, I won't be able to build a 4 and a 3, that's for sure. So that's out. Pilfering anybody, so there's no extra on that. Let's see, he's got 1 of these. I mean, this might just be the easiest thing to put out. I probably won't have the tag, so it's going to be 10 for 4. Or I can always use it for a discard if I have to later. So I think this is probably my best bet. It's not huge. This is actually more. But the pilfering doesn't work. Well, 15 for 7, 10 for 4. I guess the ratio of this is better. Three, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to go with the ratio. The pilfering is not going to do anything for me, but I'll get more points. Although I'll have to build two separate builds from the 3s. No, I'm going with this one. I can build a 3 and a 2 probably, and we'll just do that. And there's no other requirement on this. So I'm just going to keep the easier to put out herbivore. All right, well, that was a long turn. I will clever the sponsor. Now, I may need money, but I don't really want to do a break. So I can grab money on my next turn and maybe use that for the build or whatever. So I think I'm going to move the sponsors down as opposed to the other things. All right, so we're close. I'm going to need to do basically take 4 more turns unless I get something stolen from me. But I'm going to do the association, and I'm going to do blue at 4, 12 points. I'm going to then just build one enclosure for the Africa bush baby there. He's worth 9. When I play him, I'll also, when I do the build the tickets. Then I'm going to spend a couple X tokens to put my association back up to 5, and I will do the release provided that it's there. If not, this might be in range. Either way, I get 11 for releasing this guy. And then I just have to play the bush baby, and I'm going to take 12 on one of them. I'm going to take this on the other. And hopefully, again, there's no theft involved or venom or other nonsense. So here we go. Take the money now. I don't think I'll be able to afford donate. If there's no break, I certainly won't. So I'm just going to pass on that. I have the ability to play an additional one of these, so I'm going to do that. Ticket booths. And I will use the clever. I'm not going to do any of these. I shouldn't need this, so I will clever that down. My plan has been thwarted. The red player grabbed the Africa partnership, so I can't get that to play my bush baby. I also can't take any one of them at all, so I can't even, I mean, I can use this, but it's a waste. So in order to, it's going to take me one extra turn to get to 100, and if there's a break, that could be problematic. But what I'm going to have to do now is use 2 of the X tokens, release for a net of 11, and then buy, spending the $10 that I have to get the point. And I'm going to have to snap this card. I've got a qualifying bird. That'll leave me with 2 of the X tokens. And I will have to just put something down for an X token. I'll have 3, and then I'll get another 6, actually 9 points, because this will get up to where it needs to be. So that'll put me just over 100. All right, I guess let's do it. All right, now we're going to do the snap. And we are going to snap. Oh, and a closure. So it's got both. Not that it's going to matter. I can snap this one. Yeah, the problem is with the 92. I can play this thing for 4, put me to 9-6. That's no good. So I'm going to go to 95 with this, so I don't have to take yet another turn playing an animal. All right, so I'll be able to put one of these guys down. I have my association here, and I'll have 3 X tokens, and then I can do it on the following turn. Okay. So I made a pretty bad blunder my last turn. I re-recorded the turn, and on the original turn I had used this extra shift to move my meeple back, and thus I only placed 1 meeple on there, but now that's gone, and that's a problem. However, I have been saved by a bear being played, taking me from 95 to 97. So I only need 3 points. So I can use this guy, take a meeple back, spend an X token, and get 3 points. By taking 2 of these, I get an extra meeple. It releases for a green point, and this will bring me to 100. So it looks like that blunder did cost us the game. We lost by 3, and again, the original plan it would have taken an additional turn, but instead of just getting 2 rep on that turn, I would have dumped one of these cards for an X token, and on the following turn played the bird breeding program, which would have gotten 6 more points. Now, barring a break over that last one, which doesn't seem real likely, it's certainly possible that the red player could have taken money, but that just puts it to 13, and then the blue player, I guess the only thing that could have saved the blue player if we had played correctly would have been a sponsor that netted him at least, let's see, I've got 3, sorry, he's got, yeah, so he would have had to net 4 points, because a tie doesn't do it for him. We've got the tiebreaker, we've got more conservation projects done. So I guess this is a lesson to make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. Like I said, I did the move correctly, but then there was an issue with the video that I wanted to redo, and then didn't do it when I was supposed to. So again, barring a break, which seems unlikely, or a sponsor card that gets him 4 points, which is certainly possible. We had that one, but all right, well, we'll just go back to the old drawing board.